Welcome back to some more news on Star Citizen. Today they had a new Around the Verse, which focused on how they're creating the coil in Squadron 42 and all the procedural building of the clouds and that, and the lightning effects and everything in that region. It's very interesting, especially if you're interested in that kind of thing. I do recommend you go check that out on their website and on their YouTube channel. It was very technical, very interesting, showed a lot of the tools that they were using. A lot of people who are into that kind of thing will find it probably very informative and very interesting for the going forward of Squadron 42. But also today they had the release of their brand new website. And the biggest feature in that I was really looking forward to was this roadmap of theirs. And boy, it doesn't really disappoint. It's got a fair bit of information there, even though it doesn't have a lot of text. It does of course come with a disclaimer saying that the times that they are expecting these things to be finished may not be exactly what they are on this roadmap. These are just times they've set themselves in their automated database system so that they can make sure that they're staying on track. If for any reason any of these things get pushed to the next patch because they can't be completed for this one, it's most likely that this will be updated. This gets updated every week, so it's going to be a really good thing to look at for a lot of people very interested in seeing what's to come next. But as I said, the dates that are set out in this roadmap, they are subject to change. Not everything is going to go smoothly. This is more of a destination point for them that they're marking out for themselves to prove to themselves, or to keep themselves on track and show to everybody else that they are getting somewhere with all of these things. And you find that on this roadmap, each of the individual things under the subcategories all have several tasks that they need to complete in order to get these things moved out and into the PU. And now that I've said all that, let's have a look at what's actually on here. So they have them categorized as each quarterly patch that they want to release, so 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, and under that they have subcategories for things related to the characters, locations, the gameplay, the AI, the ships and vehicles, weapons and items, and the core tech. So let's have a look at what's under the 3.11. 3.11. Okay. So we've got character customizations they're trying to get done for 3.1. This is just basic character customizations by the look of it. We got 67 out of 100 tasks completed. And yeah, this is just basically changing the look of your character's face a little bit. It won't be huge, but they are going to do a lot with character customizations later on. And the second task under here is improvement to helmets by the look of it. Polish and lighting improvements to the helmets. They got 1 out of the 13 tasks done for that so far. The next category, locations. This has just 1 task under it, which is the planetary tech. So this is responsible for the generation of the planets. Under gameplay, we have improvements to flight control systems, an improvement to the personal manager app on mobiGlas. It's going to allow you to be able to rotate the model of your character in the display. And next thing after that is the balance of ship weapons. I could hear a lot of people screaming yes about that. These weapons really do need to have a good look at. The last thing in there is the ship damage models, so or the physics and the shaders and the explosions, trying to get them to look even better, or much better than what they currently do, get them looking more cinematic and stuff. Under AI, they're basically linking the AI ships to subsumption with this task. And skip over the ships and vehicles for the minute. We'll go to the weapons. So that we got the Preacher Armament Distortion Scattergun, the Gemini R97 Shotgun, and under the core tech, which is the final section in this, is the Network Bind Culling, which is a good thing, and of course standard performance optimizations. But I don't know, do you reckon this kind of game, since it hasn't really been attempted at this kind of level? Do you think that these are standard optimizations, or do you think they're going to break new ground on the kind of optimizations they're going to have to do? I'm thinking the latter part. So let's go back to the ships. So what we're looking at here, the ships that they really want to get into 3.1. The Aegeus Reclaimer. Oh, that's a nice little ship. It's not little, but it's a nice ship. The Anvil Terrapin. Now this one is a nice little ship. Got some high quality scanners on that ship. The Misk Razor, which of course is the F1 looking racing ship that you can get, or can't currently get, or can you? No, I don't think it's in the shop, but then I forget. You might have to go have a look for yourself, sorry. And the final one is not actually a ship, it is a vehicle though. So this is the Tumbril Cyclone. And it looks like a very interesting vehicle. In the standalone ship section of the store, you can currently get the Ursa Rover, which is a nice little exploration vehicle. Well, it's not really little, it's about the size of a minivan really. And I think it's going to be constantly in the store. I don't think they're going to take it away like they have some of the other vehicles and that they've put in game before. So I don't think it has a time frame on it or anything like that. So that's our first little look at this roadmap that they have. Probably go into a few of these features with a bit more detail once I learn a bit more about them myself, especially in regards to some of the more interesting ones. We'll have a look at this roadmap quite a bit in the future, I think. We'll have a look at 3.2, 3.3, 3.4 in future videos. But this roadmap that's come with this website, it's got me pretty excited, and I can see where they're wanting to go. And I know that a lot of you out there will be very interested in this. If you have any questions about Star Citizen, leave them in the comment section below. I'll try and find the answers for as many as I can. And if you would like to become part of the Star Citizen community and receive regular updates, check out my links below. Account creation is free, and if you use the referral code, you'll get 5,000 UEC attributed to your account. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all next time. A lot of the others will say see you in the verse, but it's not quite a verse yet, so I'll have to switch to that later on. Catch us all later.
Quantum drive is now off.